Welcome to Elon's Twitter. Porn. Pedophiles. More porn.
This episode of Good Soup is brought to you by Mudwater. Go to mudwater.com, enter coupon code SOUPGOOD. Get 15% off of nothing. I am not sponsored by Mudwater. Apparently Elon's cleaning up house. Cleaning up shop, cleaning out house. He's cleaning the outhouse and going up shop. First things first on the checklist, he got rid of a few head honchos. What's her name? Vidya. Some of you may have watched a Vidya about Vidya. She was like the head of the censorship council, if you will. She was on Rogan's podcast with Jack Dorsey, who's the CEO, I guess, and Tim Pool, who's a guy in a beanie. So they basically lied, and they had a big, long podcast and talked about all the corrections and the bias that they have when it comes to censoring people and suspending people. Navigated around every answer into the, yes, we're working on making changes, blah, 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 and then nothing ever happened. So as soon as Elon stepped in that fucking building, that got fired. Rightfully so, because she was just going to stick to her path, stick to her narrative, what suits her best, which suits the best interests of Twitter at the time, and wasn't going to change anything. Now, coincidentally, the same day that Elon took over, several different conservative voices, the Hodge twins, Ben Shapiro, Steven Crowder, a few others, they all happened to notice a rapid spike in their follower count. And at the same time, a lot of other people are reporting drops, which is assumed to be because they're cleaning out house of all the bots. So you saw a massive spike of follower count for conservative voices the moment it was acquired from Elon. Is this coincidental? I don't know. Are you a fucking idiot? That's probably not a coincidence. There's not a whole lot of liberal voices that I'm really staying up with besides the no one. So if there's anyone that actually, if there are other people on the other side, liberal voices that have experienced the same thing, honestly, I would love to know. I'd like to see it. But I'm willing to bet the vast majority of the shadow bannings, the shadow follower counts, however you want to call it, I guarantee the vast majority of them are coming from one side and not the other. And at the same time, the N-word went viral. People just commenting the N-word over and over and over and over and over again. Now, I'm going to say here right now, I think it is unbelievably fucking childish that I have to say the N-word, even in the right context. That's a discussion for another video. I'm a fucking adult. I can use whatever language I choose to use, and as long as I'm using it in the correct context and I'm not using it to hurt anyone, no one should be offended by it. And if you are offended by it, you're a fucking child, because it's just a sound that's coming out of my mouth. If you get offended by sounds coming out of someone's mouth, you're a child or you're a fucking retard. I could say retard now because Twitter isn't fucking overran and ruled over by dictatorial fascists. Go to mudwater.com, enter coupon code FASCIST. Get 15% off of nothing. You know what's fucking absolutely remarkable about this Twitter situation? The big selling point as to why he acquired Twitter in the first place, why he went through with this whole thing. He as well, saw the hypocrisy and the danger in the censorship that was leaning in one direction. He steps in and says that when I acquire Twitter, we're going to change all those rules. All right. We're going to bring people back who were banned for minor offenses, stupid shit, who had a differing opinion. We're going to bring them back and change the parameters on, what's bannable and what isn't. And all the people on that side of things lost their fucking minds. They're all saying they're going to quit. Look at Elon. Welcome to Elon's Twitter. It's all going to hell now. As soon as a man steps in and says that, hey, I want to get rid of this censorship. I want people to be able to say what they want. I want it to be a free land. You can say what you want without inciting violence or threats and shit like that. No matter how unlikable it is, they have to be able to have a platform to do it just like you're speaking yours. And people lost their shit. What does that tell you? Are those the fucking type of people that you want to be friends with? The same fuckheads that are threatening to leave America. Oh, it's so terrible here. Oh, all that freedom you got? so unbearable. It blows my mind when you see all the outrage from these people. When a man steps in to say he wants to get rid of all the censorship on this platform, and people are so upset by that. What does that speak of you? What does that speak of us? It's terrifying.